Sheriff releases bodycam of viral JSO traffic stop, officers cleared of criminal charges. A shocking video has reignited debates on police conduct and the use of force, leaving many questioning the actions of law enforcement in Jacksonville, Florida. But here's where it gets controversial. While the state attorney's office has ruled that the officer's actions were not criminal, the public outcry demands a deeper look into the incident and the policies guiding such interactions. Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. held a press conference on Monday to address a viral video showing a violent traffic stop involving William McNeil Jr. on February 19. The video, which quickly spread on social media, sparked outrage and calls for accountability. And this is the part most people miss. The full story, as revealed through body camera footage, offers a more nuanced perspective, though it doesn't entirely quell the controversy. During the press conference, Sheriff Waters presented body camera footage from Officers Bowers and Miller, along with a brief clip from Officer Kirsch showing the aftermath of the incident. Waters emphasized his commitment to transparency, stating, "I have vowed to be open and transparent with the public that we serve, whether this information shared reflects well on this agency or not." The footage from Officer Bowers' body camera provides context that was missing from the viral video. It begins with Bowers in his patrol car, where it's clear that there is no rain and the windshield wipers are not in use. According to Bowers' arrest report, McNeil Jr. was pulled over for not having his headlights on during inclement weather, despite the lack of visible precipitation. As Bowers approaches McNeil Jr.'s vehicle, McNeil informs him that his driver's side window doesn't work and asks why he's being pulled over. Bowers explains that McNeil Jr. was stopped for not having headlights on during inclement weather and for not wearing a seatbelt. McNeil Jr. disputes this, pointing out that it's daylight and not raining. This exchange sets the stage for the escalating tension. When Bowers asks for McNeil Jr.'s driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance, McNeil Jr. refuses and insists that Bowers call his supervisor. Bowers then requests backup and orders McNeil Jr. to step out of the vehicle, a command McNeil Jr. repeatedly refuses. The situation escalates as Bowers tries to open the car door, which McNeil Jr. has locked. With backup arriving, Bowers gives McNeil Jr. a final warning to open the vehicle and exit. When McNeil Jr. remains non-compliant, Bowers breaks the car window, shouting, exit the vehicle now, and show me your hands." The body camera footage does not capture the moments when Bowers strikes McNeil Jr. in the face, which were prominently featured in the viral video. McNeil Jr. is then pulled from his vehicle and brought to the ground, with Bowers placing his hands on the back of McNeil Jr.'s head. An officer mentions finding a knife under McNeil Jr.'s seat, and another officer turns off McNeil Jr.'s phone, which was recording the incident. Sheriff Waters noted that a full administrative review of the incident is still pending, and the body camera footage will be made available on JSO's social media platforms and transparency page. He also mentioned that McNeil Jr. never filed a formal complaint with JSO, which might have expedited the investigation. When asked about the appropriateness of Bowers' actions, particularly the strikes to McNeil Jr.'s face, Waters responded, "It depends on the circumstances. It's already been determined that it was not criminal, so now we will see if it was a JSO policy violation." Bowers has been stripped of his law enforcement authority pending further investigation. Civil rights attorney John Burris, who represented Rodney King in a similar case, commented, "Minor traffic stops with police can turn into deadly consequences. That's what I saw when I saw that video. Totally uncalled for. Break the window, yank him out of the car, and then pounce upon him as if he committed some violent act." McNeil Jr. suffered injuries, including a chipped tooth and a concussion, requiring stitches and causing short-term memory loss. He was charged with resisting an officer without violence and driving on a suspended license, with the latter charge being dismissed. McNeil Jr. was sentenced to 2 days in jail, which he had already served by the time of his arraignment. High-profile civil rights attorney Ben Crump, now representing McNeil Jr., stated, "It should be obvious to anyone watching this video that William McNeil wasn't a threat to anyone. He was calmly exercising his constitutional rights, and they beat him for it." So, what do you think? Was the force used justified, or does this incident highlight a broader issue in law enforcement? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Police brutality or justified force? Bodycam footage of William McNeil arrest released. In a recent statement that has stirred significant public interest, Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. declared that there was no criminal wrongdoing in the viral video depicting the aggressive arrest of 22-year-old William McNeil Jr., a black man. This announcement followed the widespread circulation of cell phone footage that captured a portion of the incident, which took place on February 19, 2025. The footage reveals sheriff's deputies engaging in physical violence against McNeil during a traffic stop. The confrontation escalated after McNeil questioned the reason for his stop and refused to leave his vehicle. Sheriff Waters noted that the state attorney's office has concluded that the officers involved did not breach any criminal laws. However, he emphasized that the actions of the deputies are currently under scrutiny in an administrative review to assess whether they violated Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, JSO, policies. Officer D. Bowers, who was identified as the deputy responsible for breaking McNeil's car window and striking him, is at the center of this investigation. While the administrative reviews are still in progress, the state attorney's office has confirmed that no criminal laws were broken by the involved officers, even though the administrative review is not yet finalized, Waters explained. He also mentioned that Officer Bowers has had his law enforcement powers suspended pending the outcome of the review. It remains uncertain whether other deputies involved in the incident have also been placed on administrative leave. ABC News has reached out to both JSO and the Florida State Attorney's Office for additional comments on the matter. Harry Daniels, the attorney representing McNeil, spoke with ABC News Live anchor Kyra Phillips, revealing that his client intends to pursue legal action. This officer smashed his window and struck him in the face. Mr. McNeil sustained serious injuries, Daniels stated. He further affirmed their commitment to seeking justice, saying, "We are exploring all avenues to ensure accountability." Court documents indicate that McNeil was arrested and charged with several offenses, including resisting arrest without violence, possession of a small amount of marijuana, driving with a suspended license, and failing to wear a seatbelt. He was sentenced to 2 days in jail for the charges of resisting arrest and driving with a suspended license. McNeil was arrested and pleaded guilty to resisting a police officer without violence, Waters confirmed. He acknowledged that the use of force in such situations can appear harsh, stating, "Force is inherently unpleasant, and regardless of whether the officer acted within JSO policy, that is still under investigation." During a press conference, reporters pressed Waters on the deputy's use of force, particularly questioning the actions of Officer Bowers, given that McNeil did not exhibit any violent behavior. Waters responded defensively, challenging a reporter's description of Bowers' actions as a sucker punch, insisting that the situation's context is crucial. "It is vital for the public to understand that resisting a police officer during their lawful duties is not permissible," Waters asserted. In response to the incident, JSO initiated an investigation as soon as they became aware of the viral video. "I will neither defend nor praise Officer Bowers' response to resistance until all facts are established and the investigation concludes," Waters stated. As of now, it is unclear whether Officer Bowers has sought legal representation. ABC News has reached out to JSO for further clarification. The body camera footage released illustrates the violent arrest of William McNeil Jr. by deputies from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. According to a police report obtained by ABC News, McNeil was stopped at 4:15 p.m. local time for allegedly driving without his headlights on during inclement weather and for not wearing a seatbelt. In the video, McNeil can be heard arguing that it was not raining and questioning the need for his headlights, while also requesting to speak with a supervisor.